Starting to play the StarCraft ladder is always a challenge. I wanted to share a memory that I have from when I was first starting out as a StarCraft player. When you first start playing ladder, it's very exciting, but it's also very intimidating and very overwhelming. Typically, you're expected to lose many games. And when you first start out, you lose a lot. There's a lot of surprise cheeses, there's a lot of surprise all-ins, and you will lose many games back to back to back. And it's very possible to lose many games in a row and still not feel that satisfaction. But when you get that first big dub, that first big win, it really has the power to change your perspective. I still remember my first huge win. Even though it is thousands of games in the past, I still remember certain details from one particular game. And even if I don't remember all of the specifics of this game, I still remember the emotions and the feelings of this game. And I remember the triumph of outplaying my opponent. Okay, let's set the stage for the game here. This was probably within my first month of playing 1v1 ladder. I do not remember how many games I had played at this point. I would say probably more than 10, but less than 50, maybe like 20 or 30. I really don't know. This was probably in Silver League. And I also remember that at this time, I also had pretty high levels of ladder anxiety, and like the nerves before I clicked that button were pretty high back in that time. I still had a lot of adrenaline during my ladder games. I don't get as much adrenaline these days, but this is a time of myself as a player where I would see the probe and I would feel my heartbeat in my chest. And it's just funny because I also feel like the adrenaline from this also really helped like sear this memory into my brain, because I still remember how exhilarating it was. So anyways, about this game, I remember this game, we were on the railroad map of Eastwatch. It was a ZVT. I don't remember how exactly this happened. All I remember is that I lost a lot of drones. I took huge economic damage in the earlier part of the game. It might have been a one-base build from my Terran opponent. All I remember is that I took huge damage. I think I probably lost my natural, and I might have even lost the drones in my main as well. But I remember very clearly after cleaning up the attack, I look at my third base, I still have drones mining, and I say, you know what? I think I can still play this out. I hold down the drone key non-stop. I might have even double expanded, and somehow eventually I managed to get to 55 drones, and I managed to steamroll my opponent with Roach Hydra. One of the reasons I remember some of these details is really how I retitled my replay after I won this game. Because again, I was so pumped. This is what I titled it. I titled it ZVT, huge damage, macroed it out. Because I was so pleased with my overwhelming macro abilities in that game. And I think looking back on it, I was very happy that I was able to take damage, keep the resiliency, rebuild the economy, and just crush my opponent. I was very proud of the mental fortitude, and I also remember having pretty good confidence in my plan. Even though I knew I was in a bad situation, I had confidence in my plan, I had confidence in my abilities, and again, I felt like a macro god. Like I had supreme macro domination, and tremendous feelings. And again, this is a silly game. This is a random Silver League game that I played 3 years ago, right? And it's just one game out of thousands at this point. But this one game, this one specific game ignited the flames of passion within me. And it really helped me focus my growth and development as a player. I would think about this game weeks after it happened and still be like, oh yeah, that was pretty sick. And so again, when you start laddering, the 1v1 ladder is a very scary and intimidating place. It's very demoralizing and overwhelming, and you lose over and over and over, and you learn new cheeses every time you play. But when you get that first big dub, it feels incredible. It's a high that I have truly never achieved in any other video game. It's a feeling that I have truly outplayed and outsmarted my opponent. This game really contributed to my motivation and my dedication to improvement. After this game, I was determined to play even better. And I wanted to improve more, and I wanted to play stronger opponents. So again, if you're struggling to find that foothold on the ladder, or you feel like you're dying in all variety of ways on the ladder, I encourage you to keep playing and keep trying, because once you get that first big dub, everything changes. Woo! Oh, Lord. We won a series versus a... Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. If you want, you can leave me a comment about your first big dub and the first time that you like crushed somebody. I hope that this video inspires you to keep searching for that first big dub. Hey, I also stream on Twitch. Yeah, you can check out the links down below. I try to ladder, I try to improve, and I always love talking about this kind of stuff. So feel free to check me out and follow me over there. Hey, and again, thanks for watching.